Stay tuned for the sneak peek from next week's episode, Julio Lopez Velasquez.
Let's say I have a project. On a project, we're going to we put the money together, we write the script, we do the budget, we put the cast together, we do everything from A to Z. So basically, if you want to make a film, you come to Tomorrowland and we know how to make a film from A to Z. Well, what happens, at Tomorrowland, when we came up with Tomorrowland, actually I came up with Tomorrowland, I decided that I wanted to make a film, multicultural, where we're going to touch every single kind of subjects, and we were not going to stick just to one, So almost most of the films that we have done, they are true life stories, or maybe like about half of it, is true life or somebody else's life that we wanted to tell the stories, and that way we can really get in contact with the public and people can relate to them.
So I admire you for continuing on and never giving up. But exactly. I have to talk about your hot sauce. Mm-hmm. Formosa?
Yeah, Formosa. That one is like it's funny because it's a 39-year-old recipe for a small town in Mexico. We used to have a restaurant with my ex-sister-in-law. And what happens, we used to sell the hot sauce there in one store where you can buy it too. Mm-hmm. So you can buy it, but right now we have it in Japan in maybe like 120 stores through the United States too.
Look at Julio. Mm-hmm. Who says that a man can't multitask? Julio is up there multitasking, chef, producer, filmmaker. You sell houses, right?
Yeah, what happened? I'm a realtor too. So what happens?
Yes.
Realtor, and we do mortgages too. What happens?
Do you ever sleep, Julio?
Actually, yes, but sometimes, you know what happened? A lot of people ask me, how can you multitask so much? I think when you come from a third world country where you don't have anything, right, but you have all these dreams, what happens, your mind goes into a different level where you can do this, do that, do this. And plus you have a lot of people tell me, oh, I would love to do this, but I'm doing this. And I always tell them, you should be working on both, because when you have a dream, it can be only one. You can have two dreams. You can have three dreams. So to me, it's more important to try to do everything that I can, because I remember when we started Formosa, even my son told me, why are you going to do hot sauce? You're already doing real estate and making films. And that's when you have to become like a horse with blinders, where you don't listen to anybody else. And you have to go with what you feel. Right. And I went through a year and a half later, he comes to me like, oh, good thing we did Formosa, right? I'm like, yeah.
So pleased.
Yeah. When people tell me, no, we can do it, I can say, yes, we can do it. So I went to work on films, even when I was a producer, already as a PA. Nobody knew. I was working on lights. Nobody knew. I would park my car far away and stuff like that. And it's funny because then I finished my films, and they were like, hey, you were a PA in our film. I'm like, yeah, I wanted to learn. I go like that. Oh, you were working in the crew. Yeah, I wanted to learn. And they were like, but you have a bigger film than me. I'm like, it's okay, but I had to learn, you know what I mean? And, but that's how it is. You have to be humble enough to go and learn it. And that way, you know how to, to do it. I'm a bright star in the nighttime. I'ma go hard when it's my time.